Greetings, dear ones. Settle. As we help the medium get out of the way. Too much thinking. Bathe yourselves in Creator's light. Like a gentle shower coming in through the top of your head. And gently filling your entire being all the way down to your toes. As you slowly release anything down your grounding cord that doesn't serve your highest good. Concerns, worries, distracting thoughts, anything other than peace. Bathe in peace, dear ones. Until your whole being is wrapped in this warm blanket of peaceful light. And some of you may have your favorite little blanket that you could imagine snuggling up to or with. Bathing and wrapping yourself in peace. Where peace is needed on your world more than ever at this time. Peace of mind, peace in heart. Must start there. If you can hold the peace within your mind and your heart as you go about your day, it will be easier to allow this peace light to flow through you and reach others who are struggling with peace. We have said many times, dear ones, you are the lighthouses, the beacons. Now is the time that you will be needed to hold the light, hold the peace, hold the love. Be the anchors. Be the acupuncture needles of light that we have used you and worked with you for many, many months now. Grid the light, grid the energy, wherever you walk upon Earth Mother. For the light is not stationary any more than the sun. Light stays in one point. Everything is in constant motion. Light moves. Light flows. Light gets brighter and gets dimmer, depending on the blockages. We ask you to do the best you can to be a clear light as often as you can in your day. And do not be concerned if you struggle with your light from time to time. Simply realign and recenter and connect as you are now in this flow of light. It is so simple. Simply by intention, closing your eyes, taking a breath, and allowing. Remember that it only takes a few seconds to reconnect, if you remember to do so. And the more often you stay aligned, the easier it will be to stay aligned longer and hold this light for those around you on your world. There are many other beings of light assisting as well, as you know. For your earth and humanity are in a period of transition, transformation, expansion, and growth. And just as the caterpillar gets in the cocoon, it has to break itself out to transform into the beautiful butterfly. It has to struggle its way out of the cocoon. You can't help the butterfly break out of the cocoon, otherwise its wings will not strengthen and it will not survive. That analogy is what is prevalent on your world now. There will be many, dear ones, who will be going through a cocoon metamorphosis in their mental, emotional state. You have already gone through some of this, and there might yet be some that catches you by surprise. But you know to keep pushing through, that all is well. Others may not understand and may need the light that you hold to be like a warm lamp for a caterpillar in a cocoon, to support it while it transforms and eventually breaks loose and becomes something different, yet the same. The vibration is different, the butterfly versus the caterpillar, aside from being earthbound to flying, the obvious. Same being, two lives, two roles. One may seem much freer than the other because of flight, having freedom. Yet that freedom to fly and soar had growing pains, as you sometimes call it. That transformation requires some effort on the individual's part. No one can do the work for anyone else. It's the same as it has always been. It always is. No one can do the work for you. It will just seem more intense for a while, mentally and emotionally, upon your world, until things settle is not the correct word. One moment. Become more clear. What happens when you have a dirty window and you're trying to look out it? You can't see clearly, can you? Then you wash it. You remove the dirt, the grime. And apparently now you can see and everything is clearer. The window was still there. It was just covered up. The same has been happening on your world with the consciousness of humanity. It's like yes, this is good. A slimy film that you might get on stagnant water. This makes sense? Yes? This image? This is an energy that has been stagnant. Think of what is transpiring on your world as the light dissipating that stagnant energy, just like clearing off the window little by little until it dissipates and the clarity reveals itself. There's a lot of soap scum and grime. And some of you already know what it is. You become aware of it. You can see it. You understand it energetically as well as mentally and perhaps emotionally, for you had to process with understanding. But many on your world have not seen or understand the analogy we present of this grimy energy that must be cleared. It has been weighing down humanity and the consciousness. It clogs it up, just like you clear a drain, a block, or a clog in a drain, or anything that flows. The flow will be returning. It will return. And some people are not used to being in a flow of energy. But that same analogy, the flow of energy is the butterfly. They have to break through their cocoon and clear the junk and the gunk and the whatever it is around themselves in their minds, mostly in their minds, a little bit in the emotional space. The consciousness has been cluttered mostly from the mental, from what has been transpiring on your world, all the programs, as you say, kept people asleep. And it's time to wake up. And when someone wakes you up, dear ones, suddenly, do you smile? Say, oh, thank you for shocking me awake. No! You yell and scream, don't you? What are you doing? Waking me up, blah, blah, blah. Get out! I'm not ready to wake up. Ah! I want to curl back under my covers, right? Think of this as a mass scale event of something similar. Many people will be kicking and screaming. They will not want to wake up and transform and clear the gunk from their minds. They will want to hide, go back to bed, sometimes literally. Your job is not to rescue anyone, dear ones. Your role, your reason for being here and knowing what you know and holding these light is to just hold the light, to be you, to be a beacon. Those that are in darkness may eventually peek out from under the covers and look for the light. And they may crawl and eventually reach for it. But each in their own time. It will take time for the consciousness shift to really, well, shall we say, be a cohesive vibration. Just hold your light, dear ones, and all those upon your world who are doing the same. Holding the light, holding the love and compassion for all of humanity as it transforms from the caterpillars to the butterflies on a mass scale. It is what many in the higher realms have been waiting for, to assist and hold the light and help with the vibrational shift and transformation. That is why many are here, not only such as yourselves in a body, choosing to be here, to experience this density and this transformation in the density from an expanded consciousness and understanding of awareness. But there are many also bathing this world and all of humanity in much light and love to hold, you would consider it sacred space for this transformation. There is no time frame. There is no How shall you put it? Set of rules for how this will happen. Just allow one day at a time. That's all you can ever do. Hold your light as best you can. From one moment to the next. And anchor in this light as you already are now. For you are still receiving light and expanding from your heart space even as we speak. We see you from above, beings of light. There are many joining you now. Feel their presence. Feel the support. Know that you are not alone in this journey. Even when you go back to your homes, you may feel a sense of aloneness. Yet you never are. Even if you live alone, you're never alone. You simply can close your eyes and connect and feel the expanded awareness of who is supporting you. Ask them to come closer. Ask to feel their energy, their love, their light. And allow that to be just as snugly as that warm blanket that we began with. If you feel bumpy with whatever is transpiring on your world, or you feel that you have lost connection, grab a blanket, sit and connect. Close your eyes. Breathe. Fill yourself with light. You have done this many times already. It won't take much effort on your part. Simply a choice of awareness to do so in a moment. And in that moment, your whole vibration changes. And you go from unsettled or perhaps anxious to peace again. It's all it takes. This is why for so many sessions we've been saying, pay attention and be aware and conscious where you put your focus. You can be distracted and lose your connection and get in a lower vibration from whatever might distract you. Always come back to center, to alignment, to the light, simply by intention. A few breaths, close your eyes, be still. And then receive love and light from your team. For each of you has a team supporting you on your unique journey in this body, in this density, for whatever mission or plan or whatever it is you want to call it that you came here. You are never alone. From birth to transition, you are never alone. And yet so many on your world feel alone because they don't understand that they are spirit in a body. And they don't understand how to connect. They've never felt peace within their heart. They've never felt peace flowing through their being as you are now. So feel this peace once more and anchor it in. Allow it to sink and program every cell in your body. With peace. Feel your muscles relax as they bathe in peace. Feel your breathing settle. Feel your mind calm. And now tune into your expanded consciousness from a space of peace. Tune into your heart space that is bathed in peace. And allow this vibration to fill your being. And expand beyond your physical form until you are a radiant bubble light of peace energy. Breathe it in, dear ones. For you cannot share what you haven't received yourselves. We are anchoring in the peace energies for each of you now, so that by your intention and attention to realign yourself to this vibration of peace, you simply have to intend, and in an instant you are there. Enjoy this feeling. For some of you, it may not be so familiar. Allow all of your senses in your body to feel this vibration of peace from your fingertips to your toes. Your jaw, anywhere you might hold tension. Ask every muscle in your body to be soaked in this peace vibration. And anchor it in. You may feel more in your body, since we are working on anchoring in this vibration in the denser form, since this is where you walk. This is the coat you carry every day. It's easier to feel peace from the higher densities of spirit. Yet carrying this peace vibration on this earth plane at the same time, we know is a challenge. That's why we are here helping now. You each have a team of angelics assisting at this time. Peace angels, you could call them. They're smoothing out your energy. To help you receive this peace. Just receive. And as your physical form becomes peaceful, and your heart is at peace, your mind is at peace, imagine a vibration, whatever color you wish, that works for you, that is flooding your being, filling your body with peace. And allow yourself to be filled with this light. The Mother Mary is here as well, assisting, bathing you all in peace. Fill yourselves, dear ones, into overflowing. And as you overflow from your physical, expand your light and become the beacon of peace for your world. And then, as we have many times, allow yourself to go anywhere around your world, visualizing, intending. On the grid around your world, joining many other beings of light and angelics, holding this peace vibration and flooding the grid around your world with it now. It is almost a rainbow of light. Pulsing around your entire world. As you receive, it just flows through you to the grid. For you are already a being of peace. Imagine all the beings that are joining you as though you are reaching out and almost touching each other in a circle around your world. And within the center of this circle, you're holding this ball of light, making a ball of light by connecting all of the beings holding this light. You not only are flowing peace, you are peace. You are part of the grid. And you are bathing humanity in this peace vibration now as it wraps your entire world in this beautiful cocoon of light. We are anchoring in this vibration in the collective consciousness of your world, not only for humanity but for all life. Just allow this vibration to flow and pulse through you, dear ones, as this cocoon of life, of light, and of life wraps around your beautiful world. bathes all life in its light. The animals receiving peace. The people of all origins bathed in peace. The plants receiving peace. The land and the water soaking up this light of peace. For your world has been through much turmoil for eons. Your beautiful Earth Mother is receiving this peace, anchoring it within her heart to help her heal and send this healing to all life upon your world as well. As above, so below. Inside and outside of your world. For you are of this world and you are not of this world. And so we work with you from both realms. Receive this light of peace, dear ones. Imagine all of your homes being bathed in it. Your family members being drenched in this light. Your friends, your pets, whoever comes to mind. And yes, all the leaders who claim to be leaders of your world, bathe them in peace now. For everyone deserves peace. It doesn't mean they accept it. It is an offering. Just hold the light, dear ones. As you know, free will cannot be overridden. It is an offering of a vibration for peace, for humanity, for all life on your world and beyond, and for your world. Allow this cocoon of light around your beautiful world to now radiate peace out into your universe and beyond, wherever it is needed. Like a gentle wave of energy going out in all directions of space and time, touching all life. And allow this light to flow within you once more. Anchor it in. Feel it all the way down to your toes. is done. It is done. Take a breath, dear ones, and gently, slowly make your way back into your physical form, into your space. We ask you to maintain this peace vibration into your slumber so that you awaken completely at peace, mind, body, and spirit. We thank you for assisting not only this night, but for being the beacon of light that you are, for having the courage to be here, and for continuing to walk a walk of peace, love, and light for humanity and for your world. Our blessings to all of you, and know that we are with you. We will speak again soon. Have a good night.